One is Mrs. Narmada. She is our accountant at NIHS Kolkata. And she has introduced another competent officer. She is from the police training school. She is the accountant of police training school. She is Mrs. Prarthana Fonseca. Both are well experienced and competent
Recording in
officers
progress.
who are processing deployment, procurement, contract administration, and more than 10 years experience. So you can, we all think you have got, you have gained a wide knowledge on stock verification and this inventory procedure. And today also you can get your problems and problems clarified from our officers, from office workers. Right, Mrs. Prarthana Seka, and I gratefully thank her for accepting our invitation and request to share her knowledge with us all. I invite Mrs. Fonseca to deliver your presentation. Good afternoon, all. I hope that you all can hear me. Today we are going to talk about the procurement procedures. In that, first I would say that procurement is a very vast area, and I think that Narmada and me also have completed 1.5 year course. Not only that, the experience is also must, because case by case we have to handle so many situations, and because of that, in our experience and all that, in this short period of time, I would like to share my experience, and also I would like to give you the details of the procurement procedures. And this is a very small area in the whole procurement, but it's very important to all of us. And the first, then before going to the procurement procedure, I would like to introduce you what is public procurement. Generally, public procurement means that we are always using procurement in our day-to-day life, but it is different from the public procurement because we are using in this public fund. That's the difference. If we are going to purchase something to our house, we are always going for the suppliers, and we are talk with our friends, and we are knowing that means we want to get the knowledge of the product and all that. And also in this the situation is different because in public procurement we are using the fund of the public, and we are giving goods and services and works. And in new procurement guideline, they have introduced software also. Then public procurement is the use of public funds by the government through its ministries, provincial councils, departments, local authorities. Likewise, in all the public related entities, we have to use public procurement system. And we have to first, there are 3 stages in public procurement. The most important thing is to decide what we actually want to buy. That is the planning stage. And first, without doing a proper plan, I think that everyone cannot achieve their target. because in this situation, so a planning is a very important thing. And because of that, we have to decide the right price and what is the source that we are going to buy that. And actually, right price is not the lowest price. Keep in your mind, most of the cases people think in public procurement, uh, always we have to go for the lowest price. But it is not right. Always we have to choose the best price. Sometimes best price may be the highest among the quotations that we get. And what are the objectives of public procurement? I think that in I compare with this in our private life. If we are going to get something, we first we decide what the amount of money that we have, and we want to get the maximum to the value of money that we have. As such, in public procurement also, we have to think the maximize the value for money. That means we have to take the maximum benefit to our entity at the best price. Because of that, we have to give in public point of view, we have to improve the economic growth as well as the human welfare. In NIHS, I think that all the people in the hospital sector, they are always thinking about the human welfare. Because of that, we have to purchase the best quality products at best price. It is not the lowest price, but it must be definitely be the best quality product at a best price. Keep it in mind, the best price, but sometimes it may be, but sometimes it may not. I think that you are aware that we have the previous guideline on 2006. After 2006, there is a guideline issued on 2024, but we have to implement that guideline on 1st of January 2025 onwards. And it is there are main objectives in this guideline. First one, increase the transparency. Definitely, we must keep in mind in the beginning of the document to the end, we have to document all the things in document. That means I think in the feasibility studies and all the things we have to document. And in procurement guideline, they also issued several formats for that. It is because of that we can have the transparency. And also there is a streamlined process. If you are studying the procurement guideline, then you can understand the flow. What would be the flow in the procurement guideline? Then there is definitely a flow, and also it promotes sustainable procurement. We have to now we are going for a sustainable procurement, and also we have to in the future. Then I think that there are SDG goals. That means we have to adhere to that strategic goals, and definitely I think that in every every situation that planning officers and the procurement entities have to connected our purchasers to comply with the SDG goals. And also we have to encourage local industry participation. Because of that, there is a clause in the procurement guideline and the supplementaries. That means after they have issued the guideline, uh, if there is any amendment, the amendment will be issued by a supplementary and it will be published by the Public Finance Ministry. In that they have noticed that there is a that means local industry participation. If something is produced by the local industry, then they have encouraged them. Yeah, because of that, they have at the procurement bidding document, we can add domestic preference clause. If we are doing the domestic preferences, then we can there is a small calculation of that, and we can give priority to the domestic people who are applying for our bids. That means if the domestic person giving us some bid, then we have to give them a domestic preference. And also in this new guideline, there is a very specific specific item that is software development, and it is also we are encouraging to do the e-book. In the present criteria for every ministry, every department have to register for the e-procurement, and they are now doing trials for a shopping method. Definitely we have to register for that. I think that all the procurement officers that who are doing this will attach to that portal. And definitely we have to use a sound procurement system. That means, as I told you earlier, we have to have the value for money. There are three things: economy, efficiency, effectiveness. They are the things that we can measure the value for money. And also we have to adhere for the laws, regulations, and to when we are doing procurement. Because of that, we have to know the knowledge and get the knowledge by referring all the guidelines and the relevant that means they are doing giving such circulars and all that relevant this guideline and all that. Then we have to have a good sound knowledge of that. And also we have to give fair and equal opportunities to participate the interested parties. That means if you are giving a that means if you are giving some specification, most of the people in Sri Lanka, they are practicing that they target one company or something, then they get the specification from that company and they attach it to the bidding document and they send it to the public. Then sometimes there are small items and that means in variances with the industry specific things. Because of that they are giving a favoration for the one who get from that specification. Because of that, it is definitely we have to first we have to understand our what is our that means what is the thing that we want to do or what we want to get. If we do not have such a knowledge, we can contact to the expert and we can say that this is the thing that we want. If not, this is the thing that we are expecting as our outcome. Then we have to tell them, please prepare a specification according to our desire. If not, we have to bias for the person who we are trying to get the specification. Because of that, we have to definitely give a maximum opportunity to for the interested party. And also, uh, ensure that, as I earlier said, in every case, we have to use transparency and consistency. That means there is a process. We cannot do a procurement here and there. We have to go online and we have to document it properly. I hope up to this stage, you all can understand. If you have any questions at that time, also you can ask me. I can answer both serial and English, but I don't have a proper knowledge or proper name of that. I do not have a timing knowledge. If you want, you can ask session, or if you want to interrupt me, it's okay. And now I come to the that is the background of the procurement. Now this is the part that I think I have to tell you more details. This is the procurement methods. There are so many procurement methods, but as I think that you all are using regional procurement. You all are doing regional documents. Because of that, it is necessary to understand about the national competitive, and you have to understand about the shopping procedure and direct purchasing. I think that limited national competitive biddings also can be used, but an international competitive bidding is not it's not important in this stage, but we can discuss it in light way to get some knowledge. In this, the national competitive bidding is the thing that publicly advertised in newspapers. Because the national competitive bidding, that means in Sinhala අපි කියනවා මේක ජාතික තරඟකාරී ලොන්සුකම. In this, we can put advertisement in the newspapers, and we invite public to give their that means bids to us, and we are giving them the chance to engage with the government and do the best for the government. I'm not going to explain all this in here, because in detail I will discuss in next slide. This is what national competitive bidding. That is open to all eligible local bidders. What do you mean by eligible local bidders? That means in our specifications and our form of invitation. That means in separate things we have some rules to adhere. Well, sometimes that in some constructions they say that C6 grade contractors cannot be applied. Can be applied. Likewise, then if there is any restriction, in that case, that restricted people cannot be applied. And it means that open to all eligible means the person who is eligible for the procurement. That sometimes in some cases, ministries and departments can lock the supplies, as you know, because of the previous experiences or the misbehavior of the supplier, we can blacklist them. If some person is blacklisted, then that one cannot apply for the procurement. And requires newspaper or online advertisement. In online advertisement also applicable, because the people can apply for this procurement. And also it is competitive and transparent, because if we are put some advertisement in a newspaper, then all the people who are eligible can apply for the that document. Because of that, there is a very huge competition and also transparency. We must keep the transparency. Because of that, I think earlier also we have to keep all the things as a document. That means we have to document all the things. And also use when contract value is moderate to high. We are going for, I think that you have the delegation of authority 135 in that authority level that you have, in our case, that means presently working as Sri Lanka Police College. In Sri Lanka Police College, if we are going, we have the limit of 50 million for regional procurement, and we have the limitation of above 6 million. We have to go for we have to go to the national competitive bidding. Below 6 million, we can do shopping procedure. Then the compensate that same procedure will applicable here. And also then if the procurement is more than 6 million, then you have to definitely you must have to go for a paper advertisement, and you have to do this procurement. As an example, I put here, ministry advertised a tender to build a new public school building open to all local construction companies. That means if anybody doing construction, then who are in the grade that we indicated sometimes C6, C3, C5 likewise, then they can ask the ICTAT registration, and then they can apply for this program. I think, and also the most common procurement method for goods, works, or services above shopping is this one. Because always we like to do the shopping procedure because it is easy, and there is no such a big task to do. In national competitive bidding, we must have to put paper advertisement, waiting for a long time rather than the shopping procedure. Uh, because of all these things, I think that shopping procedure is the most famous and popular one and easiest one. Then the second one is the national competitive bidding, and it is open to all eligible bidders to ensuring the maximum competition. අනිවාර්යෙන් මේකේ local competition එකක් තියෙනවා. Then advertise widely through newspapers, websites, and procurement portals. As they are in Sri Lanka, I think it's not very famous in procurement portals, but the other countries, most of the time, they are not going to the newspapers. In most of the cases, they are going to websites and the procurement portals. I think that new government is also trying to do this in the future, because we are going for a IT environment. In that situation, in the future also, we can do these procurements through websites and procurement portals. And also in the procurement guideline 2024, that is the standard method under Sri Lankan procurement guideline. And the donor funded projects, in some donor funded projects, in the and the donor funded projects means sometimes the Asian Development Bank or some projects that donors are funding and they said that they are encouraging for national competitive bidding. Then if the donor is requesting to do a project according to their requirements, then we have to go for that NCB or shopping or somewhat that they have instructed. And when to use NCB. That means at what time we can use this one. That is for contracts exceeding shopping, as I said earlier, if the contracts exceeding shopping limits, it is definitely documented in your 135 delegation of authority. And so the direct procurement limits. I'm introducing, I will tell you what are the features and things in the shopping and direct procurement. And if we exceed this limit, we definitely have to use this one. And also, if there is a competitive market exceeds domestic, what do you mean by that? I think that if the market is exceeds domestically, definitely we can do this procurement. If, as an example, if we are procuring crude oil, if we are working at the CPC, that means Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, they are procuring crude oil. Then there is no competitive market exists domestically for crude oil. Then that people cannot go for the national competitive bidding to purchase crude oil. Then definitely they have to go for the ICB, in the international competitive bidding. That is what in these sentences say. And also the in this, when international competition is not necessary or cost effective, in some cases we can in our knowledge, we can think that it's not, that means if we are going for international competitive bidding, it's the prices are so high, and also we have to incur further freight charges and all that. Because of that, if we can satisfy the requirement in domestic market, then it is a cost-effective way. Then we can use this method. And also the key national competitive bidding requirements. I think that I also told with you, and you have to keep in mind the minimum bid submission period is usually 28 days. This 28 days, in guideline, they did not mention it is working days or non-working days, but with the non-working days, and we can adjust that one accordingly. But if in our document, we have to clearly mention the date, the period, when will it start and when will it end. And also we have to use the standard bidding document. I think, as you all are aware about that, there are SBDs, SBD1, SBD2, likewise, then we have to have a keen knowledge of that. And if we are going for a national competitive bidding, definitely we have to use these standard documents. And definitely in this, we have to open the bid documents in public. That means we have to mention our bidding documents, the time and the place that we are going to open these bids. And at that time, sharp time, we have to open the bids. We cannot, if we stated in our document that we are opening the bids at 2, definitely it would be 2, not 2 past 1. And
Madam, excuse me.
yes.
Can you explain it with a small example?
Yes, that means if you are asking about the time, that means with the opening time.
Yeah.
Okay, that means if in procurement documents that we are sending to the bidders, we mention that the closing time of the bidding is that means let's say 20th March 2024 at 2 p.m. and you must send your bidding documents prior to that time. And in that document, we mentions we open the bids soon after the closing of bids. That means after 2, we open these bids. If someone came to us and said that he came to us at 2:05 and he said that because of this traffic congestion or something that he couldn't come on time. That means he passed only 5 minutes. But we cannot accept his bid because of that. Because in the document we say that we open the bids at 2 o'clock. Then definitely the time would be 2. If there are so many reasons that the bidders can tell us that they got something that they got late. But we cannot accept any situation the time we have to open the bids on time. That is the thing. And also in that bid opening, we have to most of the cases we have to use 3 people, one executive officer and the others from the procurement entity. And in this bid document, all the if there is any representative or the person who is the bidder of this procurement can participate for the bid opening. At the bid opening, only the price and the supplier's name would be announced by the bid opening committee. And they will announce it and they have to document in the specific format that there are formats in the procurement guideline, and we have to use that specific formats. And after that, we have to read the prices with VAT and without VAT, and we have to document all the things. And if most of the cases in national competitive bidding, we are requesting bid bond. If some person is not send the bid bond, we have to clearly mention that this procurement did not enclose the bid bond, and likewise. Rather than that, we cannot say any detail of the procurement. We have to say the amount and the if there is any special thing, that means sometimes the people will use Tipex and all that. We cannot accept the Tipex, but we have to document in our bid opening document the price as Tipex. Likewise, we have to document. That means I said we have to use the transparency. We have to document all the things. After the bid opening, we have to soon close the documents and hand it over to the uh, technical evaluation committee. Then in now new guidelines said it's bid evaluation committee. Earlier technical evaluation term has changed, but the things they are doing is the same as previous. And also transparent evaluation by the appointed committees. That means after the bid opening committee, there are some documents they have to fill. They fill these documents, and they have in guideline it says the bid opening committee have to uh, seal all the bids again and submit it to the technical evaluation committee. But in practice, it is not done because they send it to the procurement entity, and procurement entity will send the documents to the technical evaluation committee. Then the technical evaluation committee must go through this document, and they also have to have a clear understanding, and they have to do sometimes have to do so many calculations and all that. Then they have to write their views, and they have to give their recommendations. And if there is a ground to reject someone, they have to clearly mention why they reject that supplier. They have to clearly mention that. If they select someone, then they also have to clearly mention why why that person is selected. That's the reason. That is the evaluation thing. Then after that, after the technical evaluation committee, it is going to the relevant procurement committee. Sometimes going to the regional procurement committee, sometimes going to the department procurement committee. Likewise, there are so many procurement committees in every layers. Then we have to go for that. And also, if there is bids that mandatory of the bid securities, definitely, because we are encouraging for the bid securities, because it is a process. That means we have to evaluate, and we have to open, and the procurement is a very technical process. And also we have, if someone is sending their applications without having a proper interest to apply for the procurement, I think it will work. And because of that, they are encouraging to send a bid securities. If the person is not given a proper detail, and if we are requesting a bid security, and the person who is applying for the procurement did not send their bid securities, then we can reject that procurement, that bid. And this is the steps in the national competitive bidding. First, we have to prepare the document clear specification. As I mentioned earlier, we have to use clear specifications. And also, we have to publish invitation to bid widely. That means instruction to bids. That we have to write in details what are the things that we want to get, and what are the things that the bidder should notice. Then we have to clearly mention that. And also, if sometimes we have the idea that what kind of a thing that we want, but we do not have the technical idea. That means sometimes we do not have the knowledge of the technical side, and what we know what the thing that we want. If I'm saying as example, if we want to get some machine or something, or if we want to build a house and we have the fund of 100 million or 200 million, then we have to prepare some house or something according to the fund that we have. But we have the idea, we know that we want one bathroom, two bedrooms and all that, but we do not have the sizes and all the we do not have a knowledge of the size and all that, the fittings and all that, because there may be variations according to the fund that we have. And in that in likewise in that situation, we can call for a pre-bid meeting. In that pre-bid meeting, the billing bidders will first they have to take the bidding documents. Then we will inform them. There will be a pre-bid meeting on such date. Then the bidders and the procurement entity people and the technical one or two member of the technical evaluation committee and the procurement committee will participate for the pre-bid meeting. In that meeting, the both parties, that means the suppliers and the employer, that means in our case, the government institution and the suppliers can discuss, and they have to adjust the bidding document as per the discussion. That sometimes we can add some points with the discussion of the supplies. After that, we prepare this bidding document again, and we can send it to the suppliers. And also that is called pre-bid meeting. And after receiving the bids publicly, we have to open, as I mentioned earlier, and evaluate that bids against the criteria that we publish. If that I mentioned that against published criteria. Why should I mention like that? Because we cannot evaluate the bidding documents in any criteria that we did not mention earlier. That means if the procurement entity came to know later that there is something, some issue in the document that they have published, and they notice that some clause they missed, but they cannot evaluate the document with that criteria because they did not publish it to the public. And because of that, the planning stage is a very crucial area. We have to think more than twice before writing the document. I think that most of the people have the experience and all that. Because of that, and previous people, person's experience, we wrote these documents, but definitely we have a clear idea regarding the bidding document. And definitely we have to keep it in our mind. We cannot evaluate anything that we did not publish. That means in the specification format, we mentioned that we are analyzing it and we are selecting you according to these criteria. If we did not mention the criteria in the earlier in the document, then we cannot accept that problem. And also obtain approval of evaluation report. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අපි මේක ඒ කියන්නේ මම ආයතයි කියනවා ඔයාලට evaluation එකකදී අපිට බෑ කොයිම වෙලාවකවත් ඒ ඩොකියුමන්ට් එක පබ්ලිෂ් කරන වෙලාවේදී මොකද මේක ඉතාම වැදගත් පබ්ලිෂ් කරන වෙලාවේදී අපි යම් ක්ලෝස් එකක් ඇඩ් කරේ නැත්නම් අපි පස්සේ we came to know that this is an important thing but we cannot අපිට ඒක use කරන්න බෑ කොයිම වෙලාවකවත් ඒ criteria එක evaluation එකට. As such, obtain approval of evaluation report and also we have to get the approval for the evaluation report. And after the that means the after the evaluation that we are sending to the department procurement committee or the authorized procurement committee. The procurement committee also giving a recommendation. It's not an approval. After the procurement committee, the relevant person or someone who is going for the approval, I think that there is a supplementary 37 or 38. I exactly cannot remember the supplementary number. It has mentioned that there is a authority person who has to give the authority. If in our case, if we are sending some document to the department procurement committee, after the technical evaluation, they send to the document to the department procurement committee. After the department committee's recommendation, it should go to the ministry secretary. Ministry secretary is the person who is liable for the authorization of the document. Likewise, they are in year 135, that means the delegation of authority. I think it's connected with the procurement. Also, we must have to connect these 135 documents with the procurement document and procurement limitations. Because of that, it will mention the authorized person who is liable to give the approval. And after getting this approval, issue notice of award and sign contracts. This is the next step. That means we have to issue a notice that we selected you as our bidder, and there is a specific format. We are mentioning that if we selected you and you have to come on that day to sign the contract. And the contractor should bring to witness, and we also in our institution have to submit to witness, and we both of the parties will sign the contract before doing the work. And also, it's a mandatory, but most of the cases we are not practicing that. We must inform the ineligible contractors or the suppliers that they are not satisfying the requirement or they are not selected within a certain period of time. But in fact, it will not happen. Recently, I think in my experience, because I earlier worked as the suppliers accountant in Sri Lanka Police, at that time we also get audit query from the Auditor's department. Now it's audit office. That we did not send these letters to the ineligible suppliers or the contractors. And it's also a must. And also publish award details. That means we have to publish so and so who is the person who selected for this contract for the supplier. Because we are doing this for the mandatory thing for the transparency. We are all the things we are doing for the requirement fulfilled for the transparency. Because of that, definitely we have to publish the award details. And advantages of national competitive begins. Maximize the competition of among local suppliers. and transparency and accountability, they are the same things. And support government's local industries development goals. That means in global now we have to adhere with, as I said, that there are 18 say SDG goals. We have to adhere our plans with these strategic development goals. Because of that, we have to comply with those. And also meet audits and owner requirements. That means if we are doing all the things in a transparent manner, if something has happened, so because this is a judgmental thing, procurement is a very interesting subject and it is very judgmental thing. If we can give good grounds, why did we select that person, or what are the things that if we can say, uh, if we can give good grounds for the selection of the supplier or the contractor, I think definitely we can. We did it in a very good mind. That means without bias for the person. Definitely we can solve our problems, and we do not hesitate for the audit queries and all that, because we have the grounds and we have the documents why we do so and so. And I think this is also again, I think that this is you can read, because there are so many slides and all that. I think that I can share this. So you can share this presentation and you can read this one, because it's no, that means this is also a very that means I wrote this in a very simple manner. And there are some challenges in national accountability, and it is also sometimes there is disputes of variations, and also there is a pollution among bidders. If we are sometimes this will happen, because if we are selecting, if we are going for a pre-bid meeting, in that situation, the suppliers are known by each other, then they can get together and they can send a high price, because that is bid rigging actually. And they can talk to each other and they can put a huge amount. Then at that time they said that they will talk and do this. Because of that, it could be also a common challenge. And also, as I said, and also, as I said earlier, delay in evaluation. That means sometimes it takes much time for this MCB, rather than comparing with the shopping method. Because of that, I think it's cost and overrun, and sometimes failure to publish awards. And how to ensure successful NCB? I think that engage technical experts. It's a very crucial thing that we have to select technical persons to prepare our specifications, and we have to follow the timelines strictly. And we are putting timelines, but we cannot do the things within the timeline, because the procedure is there is a long procedure sometimes, and because of that we have to understand about the time duration, and in every public person, if we have to do something regarding the procurement, it is a mandatory thing, and we have to give a priority for that procurement matter rather than our day-to-day work. And that is the things. And also, I mentioned some examples. I think that you all can go through that examples. Then there are some uh, limitation. That means I will tell the limitations of limited national competitive bidding. That means limited competitive national competitive bidding. There are fewer suppliers are invited. That means we did not put the advertisements in the newspapers. We selected non-capable vendors. If there are, that means we can maintain registration of suppliers. Then if something we want to procure, then we can go for the selected suppliers. And they then it is used for the urgent matters. And if we cannot go for the NCB because NCB is a long procedure, and if in that situation we can go through LNCB, that means Limited National Competitive Bid. Now, actually, what is the thing that Limited National Competitive Bidding is the method used to when open competition is not applicable. That means we can go for a small things. That means rather than going for a national competitive bidding, we can select the supplier by this one. And we can limit our quotations typically 3 to 5. And also, this one is also approved by the procurement guideline. And in this one, in this procedure also, prepare the bidding document, and it is also use the standard format in the guideline, and we can use our specifications and all that. As this procedure is also as the same as the earlier one, but in this situation, we are not putting advertisement. We are selecting the vendors by our registered suppliers or from our ministry or our region or somewhere that where we can have the registered suppliers. I think because of the time constraint and all that, you can understand this presentation by reading this one, because if we are doing the market surveys pre-qualifications, then we can select these suppliers. And also we have to issue these instructions to bidders, invitation, give the invitation, and we have to send them the instructions. And they have to, we will give them the time period to send their quotations and all that. That means the bid documents and all that. And also a bid submission and opening is also as earlier, and bid evaluation is like the previous process. Contract award and notifications, so all the procedure is also same, but the thing is we do not have to go for the newspaper. We are selecting the supply. That is the main difference between the NCB and LNCB. The key features, that is the limited competition, definitely, because we are not going to invite all the person in the country. We are limited the suppliers who can apply for the procurement, because it is limited competition and sealed bidding. And also, it also have the transparency, because we have to document all that, and we have to tell. Sometimes we are telling the procedure that which is the process we select these people. And also, all the documents keep in a transparent way. And benefits. save the time and reduce the advertisement and administration cost. That means this is compared to the NCD. In NCD, there are so many costs for putting advertisement and all that. But there is likewise, no cost likewise, and still retain bid security and fairness rules likewise we can use and risk. There are some risks also uh, because in this method it reduced the competitiveness, and also there is a risk if the procurement entity can give the favoritism for the vendors that they want to select, and also that main is better offers. That means we send that bid invitation to selected people. Because of that, sometimes the capable outsiders will not be selected to our project. And also best practices always definitely we have to I am telling this several times. We have to document the things and ensure fair rotation of it. That means if there is we cannot select same supplier at regular times. We have to give a fair rotation for the suppliers, and there should be a evaluation process for the suppliers. If there is any supplier or someone who is not sending, that means not dealing with properly, then definitely they should go for a blacklist. And you have to maintain complete records. This is a very crucial thing in the document. How to document everything. When to use LNCB? As mentioned, if the procurement is very urgent thing, if the goods or works are highly specialized, that means we have to go to that person only in that case, and the value is moderate or low, not low, not low enough for shopping, and also past experience has shown and limited responses to open bidding, and we can go for MNC. I have mentioned some examples. Emergency repair of flag damage, fireworks, likewise. I think that you all can go for the examples. The other one I have selected is international competitive bidding. I think this is not much important to in this case, but I will go through a little bit. It invites both in international bidding. We can both invite the international people as well as the foreign bidders. Sorry, local bidders, local and foreign bidders both. And some donor funders projects, they mention that sometimes, as an example, if the project is done by China people, if they are the donor, then uh, they uh, they they send a document with their conditions. In that document, sometimes they can mention that all the products or something that the project want to procure can must obtain from the China. In that kind of situation, we have to adhere to that donor's requirement. Rather than that, we can use this kind of situation. And also, in this requires long bidding periods and complex, very complex documents, because we have to calculate trade charges. In that we have
What is happening?
transfer the currency and all that. And also there is a 60-40 rule also. That means sometimes we have to fund 60% before getting the we have to fund before getting the products or services. We have to fund 60%. Likewise, there are some complex rules and all else. We have to create foreign currency accounts, bank overdrafts. Likewise, TTs, like so many complex cities there. And used for large infrastructure projects, IT systems, and all specialized equipment. We can use that one. And there I have mentioned, I did not go through step by step the procedure because I think it's not mandatory for us, because in a ministry level or the treasury level or ministry level, we are going for this kind of ICD. Sometimes in Sri Lanka police also, we are purchasing horses, dogs, likewise. And also we getting some shops, that means barley, oats, likewise for the foods of horses. And likewise in that situations, we are going for ICBs. Rather than that, it's a very long process and all that. And I did not mention the process in here. There are some examples. I think you can go through these examples also. This is the most, I think you know this process. This is a very familiar process. It's not shopping because we love, we love to have this process. It's a simple process, and low value procurement and office items and routine goods. We can use this process. Have to invite price quotations from at least 3 suppliers. At least we have to have 3 suppliers, and it is fast and flexible. It's a very flexible method, and limited to small amounts. We are in our monthly, that means the delegation authority. We have the since, and when speed is critical and goods are on the shelf, that means we can for books, we can, if we have, we can buy the books and all in very quick time, then we can use this process. When the estimated cost is below defined threshold, that means earlier they say threshold is 2, and we can go for this shopping. Now it will be vary from the delegation from ministry to ministry or the department to department. We can put the threshold for that. And if it is reaching the not reaching the threshold, then we can go for the shopping. And for standard of the shelf items, what are the things that we mentioned of the shelf items? Computers, office lamp, the chairs, like this, the tables, lamp, things that we can take easily. And when urgency or simplicity does not justify, that means sometimes it is if there are so many places that we can purchase these products and we go for purchasing it. And in such we can go for shop. And also for non-consultancy services, like medical painting for minor business, that means non-consultancy services. If there is a major procurement, major thing that if we are doing can't you hear me? Because someone has sent a message that that I hope that you all can hear. Okay. Okay, so I think that there's a issue in this mic. That's right. Okay, I think that the problem is solved now. In the for that I'm telling you that non-personal services. If we are if we are doing something not not in shopping, most probably we are using in the MCD. Uh, we have to have if we are doing a construction or something, we have to get the consultancy service from the expert person, because we do not know whether the proper in building construction, we have to certify from the third party whether the contractor has completed his work in a proper way, because the people who are doing that means the employer do not have the proper idea of the materials that they use for the construction. Because of that, we have to have a consultancy for the perform. But in shopping, we are not choosing consultancy. That means we mention it in non-consultancy services. And also I will discuss the shopping procedure. As mentioned earlier, this is also we have to specification preparation. We have in earlier one, we have to prepare, have the feasibility study and prepare a specification document. In this also, we have to prepare a clear technical specification, or we have to mention the scope of our work. What do we have to do? And we do not mention the brand names. If we are using some brand names or something, we have to write it like, as I said, the printer in the Canon brand, the same. That means we have to mention clearly, not the specific brand name. That means Canon or Eva Samana. We have to mention likewise, because we cannot exactly mention the name of the brand. We have to say the product, the brand, and or its equivalent. Definitely, we have to write that one. And also request for quotations. That means we are not that we prepare the SDB, the standard bidding documents for the shopping. Because of that, we have to invite at least 3 eligible suppliers and also we have to include the timeline, location, and payment terms. All that we have to give them by our quotations. And also we give reasonable time of 3 to 7 working days because of the if the work is very urgent thing, then we can give 3 days rather than normally we are giving 7 days for the shopping procedure. And also, this one also maintain, we must have to maintain our confidentiality during this quotation submission. But I think I know most of the cases we are giving the quotation to our employees and getting the quotations from that place. They also knowing this procedure and they have the quotations from several names. That is the process now. Uh, Most of institutions are doing, but it's not the practice. But we have to go for several places to get a maximum benefit to our institution and have the value for money. And also, in shopping procedure also, we have to evaluate our quotations. In that, we are comparing the prices and definitely we have to compliance with the specifications that we provided, and we must wait for the delivery time. And also, in that one, we have to select the lowest supply of the contractor. In this also, the best price mean not the lowest price, but sometimes it may be the highest one, but it should be evaluated best price. And also, award and documentation. In this shopping, we are not signing agreements and all that. We issue the purchase order or the contract, and we must maintain all the records. That is the mandatory thing that we have to have, because all the time we have to show our transparency to anybody who asks about procurement. In this also, the key requirements in shopping, as I said earlier, 3 independence price quotations and use written or email-based request, uh, and maintain documents. No splitting. Splitting means sometimes that in my case also, that in shopping procedure, uh, building and structures, our Sri Lanka Police College director has the limit of 1.6 million. The DIG has the limit of 1.7 million. In some cases, the people try to split the project. If the project is project cost 2 million or 3 million, then they would try to divide the project into 2 parts. That is not a good thing, and that cannot be done, because if we are preparing a house, then they will do one project for the wiring, some project for the tile on the floor, one project for the roofing. Then as such, we cannot split our contract according to the in such a way. And because most of the cases, people try to do that, because to sign, it is to get the signatures and all that, it's very easy to get the signatures from the immediate boss. Because of that, they try to split these projects, but it's not allowed. And ensure the suppliers are not related and of a fair competition. This is also a mandatory thing. The benefits are fast and simple process, suitable for emergency or low needs. Reduce admin workload is it is a that means it's a very small thing that we have to do rather than just comparing with the MCB. And risk, there's favoritism risk is high, and also price inflation. If the market, if some people will doing the estimates without comparing the market, but definitely if we are prepare our specification, we must quickly go through our market and have the best clear understanding about the prices of the market. And there are some best practices and use standard formats and keep records for different transparency. We can rate our suppliers and also we must keep in our mind, do not use shopping for complex or high value items, and always in all the procurement we have to ensure value for money. These are some examples of shopping procedure. I think that you can go through this commissioners, office stationery, quarterly reports, likewise, the things that we can say. And the other procurement method, this is called direct contracting. Direct contract is allowed only in specific circumstances. It's not allowed for all the circumstances, but it allowed for an emergency or emergency situation. That is sometimes the emergency medical supplies or post resource repairs. Likewise, if there is a very emergency situation, we can use this direct contract. And also, only one supplier has the right or ability to provide the goods or service. We must ensure that the supplier has the ability to supply the products or services that we are requesting from them. As example, spare parts from the original equipment manufacturer. That means sometimes we have to get the spare parts from the original manufacturer. Yeah, most of the cases in vehicle repairs, we are going to get the relevant parts from the authorized agent, and this time also it's going as the direct contracting, but we must ensure that the supplier has the proper parts with him. And also supplier has done earlier phases, and continuity is technically overlooked. That means sometimes in some cases the person who has done previous work, and if we want to continue that part, we have to do something that previously a person did the one part, and we can continue the second phase from that person, because sometimes there may be a fund problem and all that. Because of that, we have to split some projects and do some phases. In such situation, we can go to that one as example, extending a software already developed by one vendor. That means most of the cases, the software is a very software handling is a very crucial thing, and also it's a very technical thing. And if we are getting selecting a supplier by NCB, and, we give him one phase because of the lack of fund. Then we can give the second phase to him after getting fund. We can give this the second phase as direct contract because the same we have to have the same person for the second phase also in a technological development or IT infrastructure development, likewise situation. At that time, you also have to document this in a proper manner. Why are you going for this direct contracting to select the vendor? And also, sometimes we have to know responsive bids received in a competitive process. Sometimes, if we, if in a very urgent situation, the person do not respond for the procurement, and then if we select one person and we agree to do the procurement, and we can go for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
The procedure, the procedure is the justification report. Definitely, we have to use the justification report because procurement entity prepare a detailed report exploring the need for direct contract. As I was telling you that the reporting and writing is the most crucial, important, and mandatory. I use all the words because it's the thing that we have to document this, and it's very important thing. And also approval from the procurement committee. The relevant authority limits would be attached with the 135 delegation of authority. In that, we can notice who is the eligible person for the authority. Then we definitely have to get the relevant approval for the direct contract. And also quotation and negotiation. Obtain a formal quotation or negotiation, fair price and contract terms with the selected supplier. That means negotiation can be done with the selected supplier because the person is one, because he can put a high value for the procurement. Because of that, the knowledgeable parties in the procurement committee or the technical evaluation committee can contact with this supplier and negotiate the price. And also the contract award. After the negotiation, if the both parties go for a, I think most of the cases we have to go for a win-win situation, then after that we can award the contract. And also, we have to maintain full records, justifications, approval minutes, supply documents, signed contracts, all the documents we have to maintain a file by writing A to Z things. That means A to Z, we have to document the thing, why we selecting and why we are going for the direct contract, and how we select that person, how we get the approval. Likewise, we have to have the full report, full detail with us. And the key requirement must be fully documented and justified. That means it is very crucial. And also no splitting of contracts to avoid threshold. That means threshold means the limits. I think I also told you we cannot split projects to meet our threshold. And where price variations is required, and we can check the market and all that who have the knowledge of the best prices and all. Then we can negotiate with the direct contractor, and also we have to have the details with us why we select this person and how we did our procurement and the benefits and risk. And the benefits are uh, fastest procurement method because it's very uh, small documentation. That means we do not have to use so many written documents and all that. And the file is very small. The NCB files there is a very large. Sometimes there may be 1, 2, 3 volumes in NCB, but in this there is very small file and useful. It's a very useful method in the emergency situation. And also, if there is an urgent need, then we have to document what is the urgency, what is the emergency, and we can use this method. And also, guaranteed quality when only one supplier is possible. If there is one supplier, we have to guarantee the quality of the person. That means that why we are going for that person, we have to document that. And risk, there are also some risk and high risk of abuse if misused. It's a very as I said, it's very crucial thing because the person can go to misuse this one because sometimes the highly technical things they are the person who have the knowledge of the technical matter can misuse this thing by documenting also. And also, there is no competition. Lack of competition means there is no competition. Because of that, the supplier is able to lead for the overpricing. Because of that, if we are going for a direct contracting, definitely we should have a clear idea of the market and we have to negotiate if the prices are too high. And also, Mera transparency concerns. And most of the cases, I think that as Narula and me as accountants, we also like to go for this one for class and all that because it's very, that sometimes it's very risk-free thing because if someone has purchased the institution has purchased vehicle from the authorized dealer, that means the dealer, Tata or someone in India. Then if the repairing thing is going for that one, it's risk free, but sometimes according to the according to our knowledge, I think it's sometimes rather than the prices are a little bit high. And best practices for direct contracting use only as a last resort, not a routine method. That means uh, well, this one is the last resort. That means you cannot use this one as a routine method, but in some cases, in some dealers, they mention that they have to in 3 years or 5 years. If we are acquiring a vehicle from a relevant company, then there are some conditions that they have to purchase the relevant parts from them only. Then likewise, if there is such a condition, then we have to agree for that. Otherwise, it's not good for use as a routine method. And always we have to get the formal approval for that. Because we have to send the grounds and all that, then after that we have to get a formal approval to have this direct contracting method. And the price, and we have to see the prices from the history and by searching the market and from the prior contractors. We can compare the prices, and prices should be reasonable, and if not, we can go for the negotiation, as I said. And also use the clear audit trail for accountability. We have to use a clear audit trail. And also in this situation also, it's we can go misuse this vendors by going for favoritism. And I think it's better to use this method as our last choice. As examples, there are some examples: emergency purchase for disaster reliefs, renewal of software license. Likewise, then I think as earlier that you can go through these examples as well. I think that now I'm looking for these presentations. In this, I give you some tips for remembering. The NCB opens within the country, LNCB faster and largest targeted local bidding, and ICB global tenders for high-tech high-cost items. And shopping and direct contracting, no competition. I think that Narada said going to half hour for the lecture and half hour for the questions and answers, because but I have take 2 hours, almost 2 hours for the lecture. Then I think that now it's time for your questions. As I mentioned earlier, I can answer you in English or singular. You can ask anything if you have in this procedure. Thank you. Okay.
Hello. We will take a 5 minutes break, right? Stay with us, don't leave. So next you will have question and answering session. Thank you.